So we got Terry's sled here. The piston did some unfortunate things. I didn't catch the casting flaw. They didn't put the ring end grooves on the right side. It's supposed to always be on the intake side of a piston on 2 strokes. They put it on the exhaust side. As you can see, one right there. So we got a new cylinder because it wrecked our 1 cylinder. So it did. We got a new power valve because it destroyed our power valve. And here's that power valve. We got a new cylinder head because we got a bunch of damage to the dome. That side's fine, but that side's not. We got a piston, just the 1 piston, because we rebuilt this and probably don't even have like 250 miles on that 1 piston. So we're gonna reuse that 1 piston, save some money. Got a new air filter, hood bracket, gasket kit, whole 9 yards. We're gonna go ahead and crack out this thing. Okay, so with the cylinder, we got it for 60 bucks. It has 1 messed up thread right here. It has a standard bolt instead of the metric bolt that's supposed to be in there. It's supposed to be M6 by 1.0. It has like I said, some random standard bolt that's oversized. And then this bolt right here is walled out. So we're gonna go ahead and helicoil that. I went ahead and double checked that my helicoils were the right size. So you can get these on Amazon. Price kits. What you do first, take the drill bit, get under the size, and then you take your taps up the size, and then you take this, you put your helicoil on that, and then you screw it in. Put a little red Loctite on the outside of the helicoil threads. That way it locks it in place, let it dry, and then you're good to go. So we'll go ahead and do that and show you guys the process. Good? Yep. Do I look straight on your side? I'm getting off this level. Okay. Now we take the tap, start cutting these threads for the helicoil to thread into. Alright, so right here, you can feel a little lip metal, so we don't want that. That's going to catch the cylinder head whenever we put it on and scratch it all up. So we're just going to take an oversized drill bit. We're just going to do this by hand. We're just going to chamfer it. That way them little metal fragments get off there. And it's like domed down. Just like that. See how it looks like all the other ones now? We're going to do that a little bit more. That way it cleans up right there. Preferably want a little bit bigger of a drill bit than what I'm using, but this will get the job done just fine for what we have. And that, you can't feel a single thing now. It feels just like all the other ones. So we're going to go ahead and spray it out with brake clean. Spray it out with air, and then go ahead and throw that helicoil in there. That helicoil should get right in, no problems, deep enough. So, take your helicoil with red Loctite on it. Thread her on in. And there you have it. Clean off that red Loctite. And then this little thing right here, you got a little puncher tool. You just take your little puncher, your specific sizes for each one. Right here it is. Actually, no, it's not. Here it is. So it is. Take a little punch. You go in there and you give it a little look up, just like that, and then You have your little tang right there, and you have successfully saved your cylinder head bolt. So that'll work out just fine. All painted up. Got the gasket surfaces in the process of cleaning them. Power valve, everything fits in there nice. Cylinder ain't messed up. The bore looks pretty good. We got the cylinder for 60 bucks, mind you, so not bad. All that glittery stuff is just a gasket surface. Gasket material. We're gonna rinse this out with warm soapy water. Same with this cylinder before we throw them on. So stay tuned. We'll get this thing running in no time. Be back on the trails. Okay, so for the power valve, we have this thing right here. Our bolt hole right here is walled out, so it's not going to be the factory bolt that goes in on this side. It's going to be this one. We're not going to risk putting a helicoil in there and maybe even damaging it even more. So if it's already tapped out and it's going to hold it, we're just going to send it like that. So try not to mind that too much. We don't do a lot of half-ass stuff around here. So first things first, to install your power valves, get a little 2-stroke oil on them. Nice and lubricated. You want the angled part facing down. Put that in. Next things up. Lubricate this. Get your gasket. Your gasket don't matter what orientation it puts on because it has all them 4 oil holes. The main oil holes though are right here, and then it feeds up through right here and right here. So you can go ahead and, actually it's easier to put it on this side. Obviously this side don't have a dial, so we're just gonna rock with that. Get that popped on there. Then I like to put the lettering facing up. Alright. Snug that up. Don't gotta go crazy tight on them. Especially with this one, we ain't gonna go crazy tight on it because they just tapped aluminum threads in there, so that's fine right there. Next step, take a plate right here, fresh gasket, put your gasket on. Go ahead and pop this guy down, grab your 4 Allen head bolts. What I like to do, I like to start the 2 just like this so it holds the gasket square, and then your other 2 will just go in, no problem. Don't want any of that crap in there. Go ahead and tighten these down. Don't gotta go nothing crazy on them. And that's fine right there. Next step, put the diaphragm on. Washer first. Yep, washer first actually. Then you want to put blue Loctite on this. Basically how this works, this goes down just like that, and then this thing is set down a little bit so it sits down into that bladder and it holds it right in there from it smushing so it doesn't smush it. Basically just like that. So we'll go ahead, put the one washer on, put that on, take a drop of blue Loctite. Tiny little drop. Press that. Lift up the power valve. I always like to double check that everything's in the right spot. So once we do that, go ahead and thread this guy down. And then don't gotta go crazy tight on this, especially with the blue thread locker. You'll be good. Okay, just like that. Got the power valve installed. Everything's working perfectly. We're gonna go ahead and get these 4 bolts in. Looks like we're missing one, so we'll just put the 3 in for now until we find the other one. Do just like that other side, where the inner part that we did. Get the first 2 bolts in. And then, as I stated, we gotta look for the other one, so we'll just tighten these ones down for now to get you guys the... Nope, that's too long. I think they're different thread pitches. These ones are thicker, so they were. Just get that crisscross tightened. We're just going to do that for now until we get this other bolt. That way we can snug them up all evenly. But that is how you install the power valves on a Polaris XC SP 600. So, key points. You want the angle of the valve to face down in the cylinder just like that. And you follow along with this video, you should have no problems with reassembling it. So we got one cylinder on. Our other cylinder is getting ready to put on. Put a little thin layer gasket maker around the gasket. That way it seals up perfectly. We're going to go ahead, get this other piston put on, and then we should be good. So I'll catch you guys as soon as we get that cylinder on. I'll show you guys torque specs, everything like that, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the torque spec goes 32 foot-pounds for the cylinder base bolts, and then 18 to 22 foot-pounds for your cylinder head bolts. So what we're going to do, the torque pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, you want to do a sequential torque pattern, go up to like 15, tighten them all down, and then go up to 32. This is the 32 round pass. I already had that one tight. Number 2, number 3. Number 3. Number 4. Oh, actually, I skipped one. Number 5. Number 6. And then 7 and 8. Then basically, go right back over all of them. And just like that, you're good to go. So we'll turn this motor a little bit. Everything looks perfect. We've got new front horses. And most importantly, this rebuild, they did not send us a fucked up piston, and it's gonna run right. So we should be good. Okay, so we got the new cylinder head in, everything like that. Terry's cleaning it up right now. We're gonna put on new gaskets, everything like that. This gasket right here has a groove in the middle of it. Basically, it just goes around right here on this metal lip right where my fingernail is. So we'll get that on real quick and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Just like that. Thermostat has a new gasket. So next step is you're gonna put these 2 O-rings right where he's cleaning up, right on there. We'll cut back as soon as we get the cylinder head with all new O-rings and everything like that. Okay, so you got 2 little O-rings that go on here to seal. Right there, you just pop them down just like that. Then you got 1 O-ring right here. You want to have basically the groove in the middle that goes down to end it in the middle. That way this metal thing can seal right there. So we'll go ahead and put this on. Just like that. Should drop right down perfectly. We'll go ahead and put our thermostat in there, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. So I'll cut to as soon as we get that assembled, and we'll be throwing it on there, and I'll get you guys torque specs, everything like that. Okay, so we went ahead and put our 2 or our 4 O-rings on for cylinder head gaskets. So we're gonna go ahead and put this hose on right here. That way it's easier to get on now than fighting with it in between the carburetors. Same thing with this. Right here. Easier to get that on now rather than the bottom. So pop that on. And we'll go ahead and set this down nice and gently. Make sure our O-rings didn't pop out of place in there at all. So go ahead and set that down. And then we'll get a couple of these bolts started, that way they stay in place. Maybe get a couple on that one. And there's the torque sequence for these. Just follow along that one right there, and it'll be golden. I'm just going ahead and snugging them down all evenly, that way I know everything's threaded in right, nothing's binding. Go ahead and work our way up to the 18 foot-pound torque. We're going to go ahead with 10 foot-pounds, just to get a start. Then we are going to follow this now. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I skipped over 10, so that one's gonna be 10, 11, and then 12. Sorry, I was following off a diagram I couldn't really see. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then we're going to bump it up to 18 foot-pounds. $15, 18 foot-pounds. Right around there. So, same sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything look good?
Mm-hmm.
8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Basically what I'd like to do after that, you don't really have to follow the torque pattern. Just go ahead and make sure you did not miss a single one, because it's critical that you did not. And this one that I'm on right now, this is that bolt that we helicoiled. So thank God that everything worked out and we had no problems. So we successfully made that $60 cylinder usable instead of buying a $250 cylinder. So this thing's gonna be back on the trails. Just like that, top end complete. We just got the oil injection all timed up, put a new throttle cable on. Very fun procedure to do. Yeah, it's not fun, but you get on the marks, tighten down your lock nuts, route your cables, everything like that. And you got way better throttle that holds against the throttle position sensor. So that's exactly what we want. So Terry's gonna start Snowmobile. We're gonna go ahead and, yeah, I'd check it.
I think so.
You got the key switch on, not key switch, but kill switch. I give it a few primer pulls, yeah. Let's take that off just in case the coolant goes down, which it should.
Alright, ready?
Yep. Turn the choke up. Did you kill it? That might be just surge of the gas.
Let's talk about the